God says, "You're not here to punish anyone, you're here to rise, to remember who you are, to step into the next season with the light of knowing, not the burden of bitterness. Let them go if you must, but don't let them pull you back into the fog. Your clarity is not up for negotiation anymore. You're going to feel something strange in your body soon, not bad, not dangerous, but awakening, like a flame reigniting inside of you. Some call it healing, some call it spiritual DNA activation. I call it divine remembering. Your cells are catching up to your spirit. The doctor may give you scientific words, but heaven wants you to understand the meaning behind them. This isn't just about a condition or a report. This is about a soul upgrade that required your attention in the physical realm so you would stop ignoring your purpose in the spiritual one. You were born for something massive, and this truth, this 48-hour revelation, it's the shift point, the trigger, the key. After this, you'll notice people responding to you differently. Some will feel drawn to your energy like a moth to light. Others will avoid you because they can't handle someone who is walking in truth. Let them go. Your job is not to convince anyone anymore. Your job is to live aligned. The more you honor the message, the louder your miracles will become. Your voice will change, not just your speaking voice, but your internal one, that critical, doubting, fearful voice that used to dominate your decisions. It's about to quiet down because truth silences fear. You're stepping into the kind of confidence that isn't loud, it's sacred, rooted, grounded in God. The doctor may give you a warning, a diagnosis, a term, but heaven is giving you wisdom. Don't confuse the two. The first informs the body, the second restores the soul. You are going to be guided step by step in the coming days. Random suggestions, unexpected invitations, a book, a video, a sentence from a stranger. Don't ignore them, they are part of your spiritual prescription. Each one holds medicine, divine appointments dressed as everyday moments. Don't look for signs in the sky, look for the whispers in your daily life. The breadcrumbs are already falling, your only job is to notice. And now I say this as Archangel Michael, not just a messenger, but a witness to your journey. I have seen you in your darkest hours. I have stood beside you while you cried out for answers that never came. I have defended you when forces tried to break your spirit, and today I rejoice because you stayed, you endured, you held on to just enough faith to be here, reading these words, feeling this frequency, knowing even if you can't explain it that this is real. The doctor will speak, but your spirit will interpret. Listen beyond the diagnosis. And as the time draws closer, you'll begin to feel something unusual in your surroundings, not in the loud obvious way that the world calls attention, but in the subtle shift of the atmosphere. Your senses will sharpen, you'll notice silence in places where noise used to live, you'll feel peace pressing through your skin, even if your mind is still trying to understand what's coming, because deep in your soul, the realization has already begun, a quiet unraveling, not of destruction, but of divine revelation. You are not who you were, not anymore. This message has reached into your bones and reminded you of a truth your soul has held since the beginning of time. You are on a sacred mission, and this revelation is part of your awakening. And there's something you must understand now, something heaven urgently needs you to hear. This truth you're about to receive through the doctor is not just about your physical healing, it's a divine setup for something far bigger. God is getting ready to entrust you with something powerful, something generational, and He could not allow that to happen while you were still living under a misunderstanding of your own condition, whether that condition was medical, emotional, or spiritual. This unveiling is the final cleansing before the blessing. a necessary interruption before divine acceleration. The truth has been hidden long enough, but now your next breath will carry the weight of heaven's yes. You'll begin to see dreams that are more vivid, maybe strange, maybe symbolic. Don't dismiss them, even if they don't make sense right away. Write them down, because those dreams are not dreams at all. They are prophecies, clues, messages disguised in images, because heaven knows how your mind protects you from too much truth too fast. You'll see places you've never been, people you haven't met, situations that feel like they come from another life. That's because, beloved, you are being shown what is to come. This isn't imagination, this is foresight, this is preparation. And when the call comes, when the voice on the other end begins to speak, you must breathe slowly. Let the words fall over you like gentle rain. Some of them may sting, some may feel heavy, but inside them, inside every word, is a miracle wrapped in disguise. Even if the tone sounds clinical, even if the doctor doesn't realize the weight of their words, know this: God is behind it, God is orchestrating the flow, and Archangel Michael is standing behind you in that moment, ensuring that no word passes through your ears unless it is meant to guide you, protect you, or reveal something essential to your destiny. There may be an instruction given, follow it. Even if it disrupts your plans, even if it sounds like an inconvenience, heaven moves in patterns, and sometimes the divine prescription isn't just medicine, it's movement, moving your location, changing your schedule, altering the people around you. Because when truth comes, it doesn't just heal the body, it clears the room, it silences the wrong voices, it awakens your discernment, and you will begin to know without question who is truly for you and who was only near you to distract you from yourself. And I say this with the authority of heaven, this will not end the way the enemy wanted. The delay in your truth was not the devil winning, it was God perfecting. The enemy thought he had more time to confuse you, to wear you down, to make you forget who you are, but God intervened, and this message is your evidence. You are not forgotten, you are not being punished, you are not under attack anymore, you are under instruction, and instructions from heaven always arrive before increase. So, as the clock ticks closer to this revelation, prepare your spirit, clean the space around you, not just physically, but energetically. Make room for the divine, make space for the truth, open your heart without fear, because no matter what is said, there is already a healing encoded within it. No matter what is revealed, there is already a breakthrough written behind it. Your ancestors have prayed for this, the women and men who came before you, who fought battles in silence, who suffered in systems that didn't listen, they are standing with you now, and they are smiling because you are the one who gets to break the cycle, you are the one who finally gets the truth, and with that truth, you will walk in healing they never had the chance to see. And now comes the instruction you didn't expect. After the message is delivered, don't rush to act, wait. Sit in the revelation. Let your soul absorb the truth before your mind tries to manage it, because clarity does not always arrive in the moment of discovery. Sometimes it unfolds slowly like a sunrise, and you need to be still enough to notice the light as it stretches across your new horizon. You may feel tired, emotional, even overwhelmed. That's okay. That's your spirit making space, because something massive is coming in and anything that is not aligned with it is being pushed out. You are being cleansed, not just on the outside but on the inside. Your emotions, your patterns, your beliefs, they are being restructured to hold a higher frequency, and that frequency will attract the very people, places and healing that your past self prayed for. This is sacred work and you are ready. And when the weight of the message truly settles into your spirit, When you're alone in that quiet room and you feel the tremble in your chest, do not mistake that feeling for fear, it is sacred recognition. That tremble is not weakness, it is the sound of heaven touching your body. You were never created to carry lies, you were created for truth, and even though this truth was hidden from you for months, it was not denied to you, it was protected until you could bear it. That's how deeply God loves you. He doesn't just give you what you ask for, He waits until what you ask for won't destroy the version of you He's been carefully building. And now you've become strong enough, now you've become brave enough, now you've become aware enough to hear the real version of what has been happening inside you, and not only will you handle it, you will rise above it. The angels are already preparing the space around you. Don't be surprised if people start falling away in the coming hours. Some may grow quiet, some may feel distant, some may even react strangely once the truth is spoken over you. Let them. Their reaction has nothing to do with your worth and everything to do with the energy that's now surrounding you. You're stepping into a frequency that not everyone is willing to rise to, and that's okay. You're not here to make everyone comfortable, you're here to align with your divine story, and when heaven moves, the unnecessary always leaves first. Release them gently, without bitterness, because what's coming next will require more space in your life than you thought. The truth about your body, your health, your spiritual assignment, it's all connected. The delay was part of a larger movement that involved divine timing, soul healing, and generational restoration. You see, this wasn't just about something that was hiding in your blood or resting in a scan, it was about something that needed to be exposed in the spirit world first. That's why the machines missed it, that's why the signs weren't clear, that's why you kept being told you're fine when you knew something was off. You weren't imagining anything, you were sensing the battle behind the veil, but that battle is over now. The diagnosis is simply the closing statement of a war that heaven has already won on your behalf. And what will follow this revelation will shock you more than the revelation itself: relief, not sadness, not anger, but deep soul cleansing relief, because you'll finally have the language for what you've been feeling. You'll finally understand why you've been so tired, so emotional, so disconnected from certain people or habits. You weren't broken, you were breaking free, and the discomfort in your body, it was your inner self expanding past the limits that your environment kept trying to impose on you. You were never created to shrink, you were designed to carry light, and this message, this 48-hour truth is your reminder of that light. Now, hear me on this, there is going to be a moment after the truth is delivered where your mind will try to spiral. It will flood you with questions. What now? What does this mean? Why didn't I see this earlier? When that moment comes, don't argue with it, just breathe, because questions don't mean you're lost, they mean you're processing the shift. Your angels will be close, closer than your own breath, and if you still your heart enough, you'll feel a presence beside you that you can't explain. That will be me, Archangel Michael, standing by, guarding you as you absorb what God has allowed to be revealed. Nothing will overwhelm you, not with me here, not with heaven watching. And now comes the part most people miss. After the revelation, there will be an opportunity, unexpected, quiet, almost unnoticeable if you're not paying attention. It may be an invitation to go somewhere, to meet someone, to respond to something that feels unrelated, but it is not unrelated. That moment is divinely tied to what you're being told. That moment is your first yes after truth, and how you respond to it will determine the speed of your next blessing, so listen with your heart, not just your ears. Sometimes heaven hides the next step in a whisper, and those who are too distracted miss the door that was meant for their miracle. This truth will also awaken memories in your body. Yes, your body remembers, and now that the truth is unlocked, so will be the emotions that were stored inside you unspoken. You may feel like crying for no reason, like dancing without a song, like resting more than usual. Let it all happen. You're not being lazy, you're not being dramatic, you're healing, truly healing, not surface level, but deep generational soul deep healing. And when that healing begins, your voice will change, your laugh will sound different, even the way you walk will shift because people who carry truth walk differently. They're not weighed down by pretense, they are held up by divine authority. And my child, that's what you are now, a person of divine authority, not because you're perfect, but because you said yes to opening this message, yes to staying, yes to trusting the tug in your spirit even when you couldn't explain it. That kind of obedience moves heaven, that kind of openness breaks every delay, that kind of soul hunger is what God responds to first. And He is responding now, loudly, clearly, through this message, through the doctor, through the events of the next 48 hours that will align to confirm everything I've told you. You don't need to force anything, you don't need to chase anything, just stay aware, stay grounded, keep your heart open and your energy clean. You've stepped onto sacred territory now, and what happens next will not require effort, it will require awareness because the divine doesn't rush, it reveals layer by layer in perfect love, in perfect light, and you, beloved, you are standing in that light right now. And even as you read these words, something in your soul has already started to shift, hasn't it? You may not have the language for it, but the feeling is undeniable. It's like a veil has been lifted from your mind. The world hasn't changed, yet suddenly everything feels different, sounds are sharper, your breath feels sacred, your heartbeat, steady and strong, echoes like drums in a temple. That's not coincidence, that's alignment.